Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Let me hear you say wayo, wayo.
I'm doing that. Have you seen the YouTube? The weird girl like doing it to this like karaoke at her computer. Everybody's seen it.
Oh,
have you been like working? Have you been like? I know you're in the dark.
I'm in the dark.
Boom,
on
boom,
shit.
boom. Let me hear you say wayo, wayo.
Yayo. It's yayo. It's
I know,
yayo
but
is what it is.
I know I'm doing the YouTube thing. I'm sorry.
Well,
listen.
That's fine. Happy Thanksgiving, kids.
Happy Thanksgiving.
This
We're
is our
fighting
Thanksgiving.
already.
I know.
We're fighting already.
Feels like a real Thanksgiving.
I know it feels right.
Feels like a real Thanksgiving.
Feels like a real. I'm a little bit sick. We're drinking.
Yeah.
Things might get out of hand.
Well, if we can only hope.
No,
we can only hope they do.
Oh, since we're fighting, listen.
Yeah.
I just want to. I'm going to bring this up right here.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Look, we talk about things on the podcast is what we do.
All right. I don't
so
even
we
know.
talk
I don't
about
even
things
know
out
if
in
you're
the open.
recording. I just want to ask you.
Right. We're wearing tinfoil hats and just talking into sticks.
Listen,
and I'm telling you it's a podcast.
I don't know what this is. Okay, I don't know what these things these games you play with your friends.
All right.
But I got a package today.
Yeah.
From eBay.
Oh, fuck. This is the one that Matt and I were talking about.
And this never
This is the one that Matt
ends
and I were
well.
talking about. Yeah.
When? What? How?
Okay, so
what is it?
Matt and I talked about this on the podcast. Obviously, I was amped up after the Trump victory.
Oh boy, you were.
It was
your day.
It was lit up. It was my
day.
I want to say that like it was my Kwanzaa, is what it was. It was my celebration. It's where I got back to my roots.
Kwanzaa is your favorite.
I love presidential elections. Big fan of presidential elections. I was amped that I had called everything right on the election pre-show.
Do you guys remember?
Real amped on the Rostradamus episode. That night, unbeknownst to me, I'd always been very, very fond of Jared's OJ Simpson signed OJ Simpson jersey that he wore to the red carpet premiere of Range 15.
Yeah.
But he was like, dude, we can be twinsies. You can fucking buy the other one. There was one other one for sale. And I was like...
Do you say twinsies or samesies?
Both.
Okay,
Twinsies and samesies.
Okay,
wearing footsies. Wearing footsies. And he was like, look, there's another one left on eBay. I didn't see it. And so I didn't want to ask Jared for his... Because I was just going to come out and say, hey, man, I want that fucking jersey. And I don't know if he would have given it to me or not. But... I really wanted the jersey. So anyways, I get all hopped up and I get an alert in my inbox, in my email from eBay saying, hey, remember that OJ Simpson jersey you looked at a while back? It's now back on the market. And
so this was like Trump night.
So
the hits just keep coming.
Yeah. So
wow.
Trump wins. We do the episode. I open up my inbox and my email, and it says, that item you were watching is back on the market. And I was like, fuck you. So, but here's the beauty of it, is there was like 8 hours left. We didn't finish that show till like, I don't know, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Had to.
And so I pressed on the thing. I put my bid in, and I woke up in the morning, and I wasn't outbid, but I totally forgot about it. So we go to New York. I fly to New York with Matt.
Yeah.
Get off the plane, and I check my email in the hotel with him, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It said, "Congratulations, you've won!" And I was like, "What did I win?" The signed OJ Simpson jersey.
So you're telling me? Okay, so that's
you're welcome. That's going up
in
the
roundabout
office.
way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the skybox or shadow box, whatever you call it.
Listen, I don't pretend to have any say or control over what you do.
You can't tame a wild beast.
No.
You can't tame a wild beast.
And I've tried, and it's futile. So.
Wild horses couldn't take me away.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, welcome to the show,
Listen,
kids.
Do people know who this is?
Yeah, it's Jesse Wiseman.
Oh, my my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. You
Look,
guys.
everybody's traveling. We're doing a Thanksgiving episode.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Jerry. They're here, right?
No, they're
Everybody's-
not here. But we're lucky to have you. This is our Thanksgiving episode. This is our basic. This is a big one.
Oh, is this a big one?
This is like Panda Watch.
Oh my
This is a big one.
Oh my gosh, the pressure. I just started sweating. Crack
Well, you
sweat,
should.
crack
You should.
sweat.
Yeah, no, the whole thing,
This
bra
is
sweat, crack
now
sweat.
it's like this is
I
a
get
big
it.
one.
No,
This is a big deal.
It is a big one. It is a big one. But look, you've been on a few times. You know how this works. We got a few sponsors who pay for this.
And
This
I
whole-
love them.
This whole bird to be
Yeah,
on
I
this
know.
whole butterball to be on the air. First one out of the gates, but those gates should be locked. I'm talking about Havenlock.
Oh my
.com.
God.
Havenlock.com. Boy, these are the finest locks made in the United States of America. If you want to keep your family safe, if you want to keep your dog safe, if you want to keep that Thanksgiving turkey safe, you
Lock it up.
You lock it up. You put a Haven lock on that door. Go to havenlock.com. Look, most front doors and back doors, it takes on average about 3 kicks to get through the door. Not with a Haven lock. We're looking at over 50 kicks to try to get through this
Can
thing.
you imagine someone sitting there and just
Hammering away on a door for more than 50 kicks.
yeah?
We, what's
Let's
funny?
try more than 10.
Haven
yeah.
Lock posted a video on their Instagram, and we posted it on the Drinkin Bros podcast Instagram. A guy ran full speed at the fucking door with a Haven Lock on it. Literally almost shattered his leg.
Just with his body.
with his body. He tried to kick it down. Tried to kick a door down with a Haven Lock
I'm
on it.
sorry, but
It's awesome.
That's not going to end well.
It didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't.
sure, I'm
Especially,
sure.
and they shot it in slow motion, so it was really fucking funny. But
Oh my gosh, I love that.
so look, if you go to havenlock.com, look, they're giving you $20 off these locks with the promo code Drinkin Bros. So you can get that lock for $99, which is like virtually stealing the fucking lock. And they're all veteran owned. Love those guys over at Haven Lock. Next up, we got a little StrikeForceEnergy.com. Yeah.
That's my Matt impression. He does it way better.
It is.
Sorry.
It is. Woman of 1,000 voices. You still got a couple in your bag, though. Your bag of tricks.
Yes, this old dog.
Yeah, this old dog will catch a bone. Hopefully that bone is laced with Strike Force energy. Give him enough energy to run around the yard and get loose. Look, kids, if you want the tastiest, tiniest little tin pouch of energy in one liquefied form, you go to strikeforceenergy.com. It goes in beers, waters, liquors, coffee, you name it. You can take it rectally if you want to. You can baste your turkey in it. You can baste your whole fucking turkey
Oh
in
my
Strike
God,
Force.
that's the
You wanna
smartest thing I've ever heard.
You want to talk about getting a whole family hopped up on Thanksgiving.
Get you a hundred pump.
Yeah, get you 100 pumps squirted all over the turkey.
Yeah. Oh
Let your bird soak in Strike Force for 9
I'm gonna
hours.
fucking puke, dude.
Go to strikeforceenergy.com. They've got subscriptions. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off every order, and they ship everywhere in the entire world. Plus, they've got bottles. They've got those squirt bottles, which are the fucking jam. They've got 100.
100 pump.
100 in them, yeah.
Yeah.
100 pump. Next up,
Whoa.
it is not too late for this.
Whoa.
My little meat lovers out there.
Ooh, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, we got a little carnivoreclub.co. That's carnivoreclub.co. C-O. Look, if you want the finest, tastiest little meats in the box, let's say your wife's an awful cook. Let's say your mom's an awful cook. Let's say your grandmother's dead. But you want some meat on the table.
Wait, I'm feeling very.
Go to carnivoreclub.co. Order you and your mates some meat. Throw that on the table for Thanksgiving and really get loose like a live wolf. And if you don't feel like a wolf, maybe you feel like a sheep. Perhaps there's wolves inside the box already chopped up. It is the finest, tastiest cured meats, sealed, hand-selected from all over the world. Carnivoreclub.co is the shit. It got me through Hurricane Matthew. It is a fan fave. It is a show fave. It is yo fave.
Yeah, Carnivore Club. I'm running low on my uncured salami.
Yeah.
My
you like the salami is your fave, yeah? Same.
Yes,
same.
anything like that.
We
love
usually put
the
on
pork
salads
belly.
and
yeah,
pork belly. Oh
I
shit,
love-
that's right. The bacon.
oh.
That bacon was
Yeah,
the jam.
I do love those fun things, but
Yeah.
they're different. Like they They gave us truffle salami.
Oh, that's right. That
Are
truffle salami was the
you fucking kidding me?
shit. Go to carnivoreclub.co, type in the promo code MANUP or Drinkin Bros, and you get 10% off. God damn it, I love Carnivore Club. Next up, we got a little tartarusordnance.com. That's TARTARUSORDNANCE.com. Tartarus has got the finest ammunition, home defense ammunition in the United States of America. You got a little sound effect for that?
For the
guns.
Oh
God. Oh God.
I'm sorry, I'm sick.
Jesus.
I can't. I'm sorry.
You just
you
flammed
guys,
all over
I'm
the microphone.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Disgusting. Yeah.
I'm sick.
Yeah. Well, just go.
You know, when
go
I
sit
showed up and the
go
show
sit in the
must go on.
Oh, you're not E.T. We didn't wrap you
I'll
up in a
sit in the
blanket and put you in a basket.
I'll sit in the corner.
Yeah, we didn't wrap you up and put you in a blanket. Go to tartarusordnance.com for all your home defense ammunition needs. They also are registered FFL. They're fucking dealing firearms up in that motherfucker. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off of all of that. 1, 2. If you're teaching a tactical class and you need 100,000 rounds, type in the promo code Drinkin Bros, and they will still give you 10% off of that, which is crazy. Kenny Gunter, that is a crazy deal. Next up, we got a little warfightertobacco.com. There it is. She's back,
Get
kids.
that fucking hookah out of my face.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you're with your relatives all Thanksgiving, if you don't get along with them, you're probably gonna be smoking on that back porch. Might as well go to tartarusordnance.com and order yourself some cigars to get yourself through the holiday season, or perhaps you're celebrating seeing your family and you haven't seen them in a long time. Smoke them up. I'll hear dad a big fat cigar and say, "Hey, shut the fuck up, homeboy.
Whoa.
Put this in your mouth."
Jeez.
Tell me how.
Is that what you're saying to your dad?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm not.
Hey, Dad. Shut the fuck up, homeboy.
Put this cigar in your mouth and let's chat. Let's just go outside and chat.
Actually, I could say that to my dad probably.
Yeah, you could. You could. Go to warfightertobacco.com. They are 100% combat veteran owned, and that includes Rocco, who's now a new owner. Also, they have a new line of apparel, and their shirts are the fucking shit.
Dude, I got one.
Yeah, they gave you, Scott Jansen gave you one.
I feel like part of the club.
Part of the club.
I know.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome.
Even my editor's got one. He loves his fucking shirts. Go to warfightertobacco.com. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off of every single order in the store. T-shirts included. Last but not least, we have the finest piece of literature ever written of all time. A lot of people say it's what Ruth Bader Ginsburg would write if she was not a fucking pussy. It's at night she cries while he rides his steed. A romance novel for dudes.
I love it.
You got anything?
I love it. Oh, St. James is too big.
Yeah, it is. You're goddamn right, it's
favorite.
too big. Yep. At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed is the funniest book of all time. If you like Blazing Saddles, if you like Range 15, if you like Airplane or fucking Hot Shots Part G, you'll love this fucking book. It's available everywhere, bookstores everywhere, Amazon.com. Perfect stocking stuffer. Also, we do the Audible. We got the whole team of actors do the Audible, so it's the shit. It's one of the highest. I think it's top 5 highest rated Audibles on their site.
Is there any other Audible book that does it that way?
No, I know some authors do it, but not a lot. I think it's my publisher. My publisher said it's like 90-10. So like I demanded to do it and was like, we're getting a fucking team of actors.
Oh fuck yeah!
I probably changed the game in that regard, but no, they don't do it. So
yeah, I've never heard more than just one person reading the book.
Yeah,
but anyway.
So go ahead and pick it up. Pick up yourself.
Do yourself
a
favre.
Yeah. So hey, this is the Thanksgiving episode. Jables.
Yeah.
Where are you going for Thanksgiving? Yeah, I nailed it. I'm on fire and we just started.
I don't know.
I'm on fire and we just started.
Gosh, I know. I hate acting like I married you, but you know, where are we going?
Please,
No,
please.
I love you.
Yeah.
But whatever. So, where are we going?
We're going to my parents' place in Florida.
Yeah, and this is becoming a little bit of a tradition, which I love.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. You know that I love
the car ride is hard with a 2-year-old.
It's hard, but
because it's 6 hours. We
only
usually
have
leave
one.
late at night.
It's not even.
You were out by. We usually leave at 10 o'clock at night or somewhere in there.
Yeah, because he needs to sleep. And
he needs to sleep in the car. You're usually out 45 minutes in, so it's just me driving and just silence.
I know.
I listen to podcasts.
No,
that's when I. You know what's funny? That's when I catch up on other podcasts besides
true.
our own. Yeah.
What do you? We usually do Marin.
I like to catch up. I catch up on Mark Maron. I catch up on Joe Rogan,
the Godfather of podcasting.
Yep. So I usually I go back to those two. Truthfully, this is gonna sound super egotistical, but I don't know too many that beat our own.
Don't say that.
No, I will, because I listen to. Look, I've tried to listen to a lot of podcasts. I know you listen to a lot of podcasts, but your favorites are murder specific.
Murder specific.
Yeah. Whereas mine aren't. I like guys.
You're more interview.
Yeah, I like
you
guys.
You love a good interview because you yourself do a good interview.
And I appreciate that. I also like interviews because I like biographies and I like to learn about people and where they came from, especially how people became successful. That's one of my favorites. I don't like to listen to people that are super depressed.
And that's why,
like that Louis C.K. one on the last. What was the last trip we went? Yeah. Was it the last Thanksgiving or Christmas? We listened to Louis C.K. one. I was like, oh my God, I want to kill myself.
Him on Marin? Really?
Yeah. Oh, no. It was on our way to Washington, D.C. for the Range 15 premiere. Because he was talking about how that show was and he'd blown all of his money.
Yeah. That was.
And I like Louis C.K. as a comedian, but after hearing that story, I was just like, oh my God, you're throwing all your money out the window.
For that one series that he did.
Correct.
What I love, I think, is why you like Marin, is that because Marin is so good, he gets a different side of people that you think you know.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a persona that people have, and somehow in his weird garage, which I love.
Right.
And the way that he interviews gets them to show a part of themselves. His podcast became famous because someone actually came out on his show, a comedian, back in the day.
Oh, as a homosexual?
Yes, but it was a kind of masculine. I'm so stupid that I can't think of.
You can't think of the person?
Glass something?
Glass,
sorry.
Yeah. Glass Menagerie?
Should I look it up?
No, don't worry.
Okay. But anyway, so this kind of masculine who didn't come out before, but somehow in this conversation with Mark that he probably didn't think.
Right.
There's something about the podcast.
Yeah, I will say this. So here's the two sides of Mark Maron for me that I like. When there's people on that I've hated in real life, and then I hear their story and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of David.
He somehow can get the real essence.
Yeah, like David Spade was a perfect example. Like I didn't like David Spade in real life.
Oh my God, same. That's same.
Didn't like him in real life. I've been out with him a couple of times. I couldn't understand his whole fucking thing. And then when I heard that show, it all made sense, and I was like, oh, you kind of know you were a dick for all those years. And it made me like him again. So I like those. Where
that
I'm
was
surprised.
A really great
I'm surprised
interview.
by the guests, and then the other ones that I like that I'm surprised by are people who you would think had an easy paved road, and then they didn't, and you're like, oh shit.
Yep.
I didn't know that person struggled or had it hard. That's what I enjoy about these shows. The murder ones I can't get into because they seem kind of rigged to me.
Rigged?
Yeah, like the Serial one. I know you like Serial, and that's one of the number one ones.
I mean, it's a produced show, so that's the thing. It's like
it is.
You don't like. That's very true. You don't like the shows that are very produced. So like edited to death.
Yeah,
taking
I like
out
real
all the realness.
Conversations.
Yeah.
Like
so,
you almost threw up 5 minutes ago. We didn't edit that out.
And I'm sick.
Yeah,
I might be Donald Trumping in the microphone. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah, sniffling.
But again, the show must go on. If I sound extra sexy tonight,
you're such a professional.
I really am, you guys.
Yeah, you're like the third shift of Cirque du Soleil. You're super professional.
Just real utilitarian.
Yeah, just right there waiting in the wings. Yeah, get me on that motorcycle. Put me in my cage.
Yeah, they're like, What's a really shitty one? Put her on the Thanksgiving one. Just put her in. Just put her in. No.
No. We're amped to have you.
Thank you.
What is, since we're going to my parents, which we'll get to in a minute. When you were growing up, what were your Thanksgivings like in Ventura, California? Young girl, Ventura, California, blonde hair.
Yep. Just
running through the hippies.
Just surfing with the turkey. Just turkey trot surfing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You guys took it out to the sea in the morning and surfed in the turkey?
I was saying earlier that Thanksgiving is actually my most favorite holiday. Like over Christmas, over anything. It's this like weird forgotten holiday, right? Because it's not, it gets brushed over. It's like Halloween, boom, 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 Christmas. It's like you get maybe 2 days of like, hey, it's Thanksgiving. And then it's like right
Thursday, Friday, and then you're back to work on Monday.
Yeah. But even as far as like commercialized.
Well, but I also think Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. So no matter what, it's always on a Thursday. Whereas every other holiday, Halloween, Christmas,
you never really know.
Yeah, so it could be on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and you're taking extra days off.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving, it's the last Thursday of the last week in November. So at least mentally, you're like, oh shit, I do have to go back to work on Monday or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do growing up? What were your things? What was your jam? Did your whole family get together?
So I'm from a broken home, which I'm sure so many people can relate to.
Nope. Everybody out there came from a happy, loving home.
Every single person, their parents are still together. They're still doing the same tradition. So it got a little bit wonky, but it turned into a weird, when you are from a broken home, it's like you get these weird traditions that are offshoots of the norm. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So like our offshoot tradition ended up being we would go to Bakersfield. What?
Bakersfield, California.
Oh, what? They didn't tell you I was savage?
Oh, boy.
They didn't tell you I went to Bakersfield.
Fucking Bakersfield, California. Boy. That's where that's where meth was invented.
Well, it's where dreams are made.
And that's where meth is going to die. Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of empty rehab
Yeah,
centers, right? Like nobody's in them.
It reminds me
really
of a West
hard.
Coast 8 Mile. Can I say that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's absolutely.
West Coast 8 Mile.
Yeah, it's got a very like southern vibe, but it's
not in the South. Yeah,
still in California.
You know what's funny? You say that. I met somebody from Bakersfield, which was rare. That I was actually born there.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things like Montana,
or like North Dakota.
Yeah,
from North Dakota. I met somebody from Bakersfield, and they had a southern accent.
Yes.
And they only listen to country music.
And they're
I
not
was like, wait, what?
They're from Bakersfield.
Yes. Yeah,
but they somehow, it's
Correct.
this weird little area.
I don't know if they had only one radio station in the town and it was country, but the one person who was born and raised there was like, hi, man. I was like, oh, shit. And I was friendly with him because I'm from Georgia. And I was like, yo, you from the South? And he was just like,
Nope,
Bakersfield,
California.
What? I was like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Anyone who knows, you better know and start send me a message.
And he was listening
if you know,
to
you know.
Yeah. He was listening to the Florida Georgia Line song.
Oh God, yes.
You know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Of course I do.
And I was shocked. I was like, cool, because I like Florida Georgia Line. But I was not expecting someone from Bakersfield to like it. So.
Oh well, then you never been.
I have not been to Bakersfield. Correct.
Okay,
that is correct.
So if we ever like flip the script and maybe do like a Thanksgiving with my family, what we're going to do
Didn't we do one?
Not in Bakersfield, but we did
Not
it
in
at my
Bakersfield.
house.
Yeah,
we did it at my house. Yeah, and that's kind of the essence of it.
All right.
There's a couple uncles smoking blunts in the garage while an aunt is drinking. Hey.
At 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. Okay. And sometimes from your family, you learn what not to do.
Yes.
Okay. And that's a whole nother situation.
Sure.
But it was fun, right? I mean, we cooked tri-tip. We cooked turkey. Everyone had it.
I had a very fun Thanksgiving.
I'm sure it was very different for you because you have traditions.
No, but I will say this: like, no matter how hard your fucking family parties, they were all extremely polite and fucking awesome people. So
and it's full of love, and it's just like it's chill.
And it's what Thanksgiving should be. So no matter if you're smoking weed at 10 in the morning or whatever. the family was all together. Everybody wanted to help out. It was awesome. It was a great time.
It's a feeling of comfort. So when I see you like go back to your families,
Sure,
in Florida or wherever they may be, and we drive up to the driveway, I see you like it's comfort. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
Absolutely,
And so
absolutely.
it's whatever your idea of that is. So
Yes.
for me, it's chaos. It's people smoking weed. It's the cousin coming from rehab. It's the tri-tip and the turkey, and that's comfort for me.
But I think you touched on an important point. Like that's what Thanksgiving I think is about comfort, coming home. It's the one time out of the year besides Christmas that your entire family will come together no matter what. Where it's like, if it was something else of like Uncle Ricky's birthday, half the fucking people aren't going to show up.
I think that's part of it. Yeah.
And so everybody's going to be there. It's a great time. And look,
it's always a great time.
How are you not going to have fun eating
happens.
and drinking? Always, weird shit always happens.
Yeah, because it's always like it's very like spiked eggnog and like.
What was that? You told me a weird story. Where you were in the back of a truck.
Oh God! So this is like the essence. This is the essence of like my Thanksgiving. Like my comfort again.
Was this real? You said you were in the back of a truck.
Okay, so we drive up to Bakersfield
how old
again.
Are you? Let's set the stage here. How old
so this goes up to. I mean, I've been going up to Bakersfield probably whenever I can, but up until like 20, 21, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So this particular time that stuck out for me is I think I was maybe 18.
Okay.
And so we drive up to Bakersfield, and it's whoever can come. Right. Again, you never know. My brother's in the Air Force, so I think he was out of town. He was out of town that day or whatever. So It was like me, my dad, and my other brother.
Right.
And we're driving up to Bakersfield. It's about a 3-hour drive. And I fall asleep in the back of the truck because it's a 3-hour drive.
Is it a pickup truck?
It's a pickup truck. Of course it is.
Are you in the bed of the truck? Or
No, man. It's like it's a F-150, so it's like
double cab. So you're in the back.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were in the back of a truck. Like,
I'm just like, hey, man, going to Bakersfield. It's not like
but
that.
Let's be honest, you wouldn't have been that far off.
You're right.
Driving family members in the bed of a pickup truck.
Hey, for this story, I wish I was. So while I'm asleep, my dad and my brother decide to hotbox the truck,
which means smoking marijuana.
Which means they're smoking joints like 2-3 in a row because they're about to go to their Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and for them,
that's the Super Bowl.
That's like
that's
getting
the Super Bowl.
loose,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
so it's like they're driving to Bakersfield.
Sure,
they got some joints. At that time, I don't smoke weed. It just like doesn't work for me or whatever. Right. So I wake up out of this nap and I'm fucking stoned, dude. Like, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm like, dude, you guys. And they're like, what? Oh, man. Fuck, we forgot you were back there. Classic my dad and my brother, right? And I was just like, dude. And so I'm pissed. I don't know if you've ever like done a drug or been, I don't know. It's almost like I was roofied, like,
you were sleeping and then you just woke up and all of a sudden you're high. Yeah,
I just woke up high as fuck and I did not want to be. Right. And then I was about to go to my family's house where like you got to drink for that shit. For me,
right.
Smoking weed is like not going to work in that family dynamic.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody could get high before a family function. Like that would be
unless it's your deal. You know, there's a lot of people that like, I guess you smoke the way that like I would drink wine to be comfortable.
Here's the thing. I could never smoke at work or you can't get anything done. To me, we
can.
I know, but weed's not that kind of drug for me where it's just so you wake up, you're high, you get there. What happens next?
Pissed, bro. I'm just pissed, and I'm just like, wake up. Like I walk in to like whatever the double wide trailer, whatever it happens to be. But like,
was it a double wide?
No. But there's my racist grandpa. There's his legally drugged up girlfriend at the time. my aunt who's wasted, my uncle, my cousin from rehab. So I'm walking into this.
Wow, you're walking into Breaking
Do you know
Bad.
what I mean?
You're
So
walking into a Breaking
you
Bad
don't
episode.
Want, I don't personally want to be fucking high for this.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want to get my bearings.
It'd be a weird sitch to walk
I
into
want to
high.
sit down on the old recliner.
Right.
Pop it open.
Yeah. Have
Give
some
me
nachos.
a Keystone or let's make some homemade eggnog, which I do.
You do.
And I love.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a Thanksgiving that was ruined by. Sorry, Dad, if you're listening. I don't know if you do, but
There's no way he listens to this show.
I don't know.
No, there's
Does
no
he?
way. No.
Dad?
No.
Dad? Is that you?
Can you hear me? No.
Father, can you hear me?
Yeah, there's no way he listens to this show.
He doesn't.
But
I love him.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I
Again,
like that.
that's those are like the kind of I don't have the only tradition I have is not having a tradition. Do you know what I mean? Like the only tradition is not knowing what the fuck's gonna happen.
Sure. I when I was a kid, let's see, we started off when I was a kid, we would go to my grandmother's place in Ohio. We would go there. She had a she was divorced. She was dating again. She was dating a lovely gentleman named Bob. He was Navy. Bob was ex-Navy. And
did you like him?
I did
Okay.
like Bob.
No, that's a big deal.
I want to say he was a plumber. I want to say he was a plumber.
I come from a long line of plumbers,
You do.
and I love them.
You do. But I want to say he was a plumber. He was a great guy. He was one of those guys who was just kind of clueless to the world and the world around him. But he was a great guy, and he was a bigger gentleman.
Sure.
He had a robust belly on him, if you will.
Yeah.
And I remember one Thanksgiving, he would just kind of check out here and there. I don't know what he was thinking about. I don't know if he had a few drinks.
He did.
But he had the gravy boat for him. It was a hard pour.
Sure.
And so one time he was pouring it on his plate, freshly shorn turkey legs all over his plate. Was real excited about it.
Yeah.
Huge bowl of mashed potatoes on there.
I'm getting ready.
He had bought a one-way flight to Gravy Town, and he starts pouring the gravy. All of a sudden, you see in his eyes, he checks out. He's somewhere else.
Mid gravy pour.
Mid pour. Mid G bowl pour, and so it goes all over the turkey, the potatoes. Then it starts getting on the cloth. On the cloth.
More importantly, all the gravy.
Then it's on the floor. Yeah. And we're like, Bob.
Hello.
Bob,
I'd
Bob,
like some.
And all of a sudden, my grandmother just goes, Bob. And she goes, Bob. And he's like, whoa. He's like, the gravy. His food was swimming in it. It was like the gravy was.
Holy shit.
It was like
classic.
The turkey was Michael Phelps. The mashed potatoes were Lochte. He was in a swimming pool of fucking gravy at this point.
That actually sounds delish.
Yeah. And then every time he would just crush the toilet afterwards.
Oh, God.
Annihilate it. And it just
he was one of those.
Killed the household.
Sure.
I think everybody's got one. Everybody's got a family member that kills the household where you're just like, Jesus. It's one of those things where every family member has one, and it's you wish there was still outhouses for them where they could just go outside and shit in a hole in the ground.
When I'm rich enough, I'm building one.
For relatives where you're just like,
it'll just be kind of this thing where I'm like, hey, what would be fun, but just kind of like suggest it like
to all the guests.
Great, yeah.
If you went outside.
It's great. Like it's such a fun little, and I'll like make it really
it'd be great
cute,
if you went outside. If you just went outside in the outhouse and not bothered us in here.
It's a really fun place to go. Yeah, that.
Yeah, and just make them, but like carve like an old like moon, a half crescent moon on there. Really make it from like the 1860s and be like, oh hey, you should go out and use the thing.
Oh,
and we live in like a nice neighborhood. It'd be awesome. Just be like, oh man,
hilarious.
Hey Ross, I'm sorry. This is your neighbor. I think I just saw an older gentleman just go out and shit in what appears to be an outhouse in your backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
it is.
I know.
Isn't that great. Did you want to try it?
Yeah.
And it's like the cutout of like the moon.
Are you going
and,
to
like,
yoga
the
on
sun.
Thursday?
Yeah.
That would be a nice fun thing for the fam.
Listen.
For the fam.
Yeah, I make my own soap.
Yeah.
And candles, and I have an outhouse.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
funny how the stages of Thanksgiving change throughout your life. So when you're little, I sat at the card table, the little kids' card table.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys had that. And then,
Yeah, we did.
and then gradually I got up to the adult table.
That was also in Bakersfield, just at a different house.
Yeah, just at a different trailer.
Uh-huh.
And then, as you get older, like you come home for Thanksgiving, like when I was in college, I would come home from Thanksgiving and it was a whole nother level of like, oh my gosh, Mom, I need to do laundry. I need to
Oh, yeah.
bathe myself. I need deodorant. I need oh, please help me. It's
But
Thanksgiving.
I have to say,
It's Thanksgiving.
There's something about that. I think, again, like I see you.
It's
doing,
great.
I
It's
see you
absolutely
doing
great.
it now. I
Yeah,
do it
great.
too when I go back, where it's just you fall into this comfort of family, and you all fall into your roles. So it's like, for me, it's like my dad, and he gets me, like food, and we hang out and blah blah blah. I'm the racist grandpa,
Sure.
and everyone falls into their comfort roles, and I don't. Yeah. So again, you still go back and you're like, Mom, where's my nachos?
Yeah, and
that's what it is.
I make the nachos now.
But listen, but,
we ask
she
for help
has-
with the child,
Sure.
the boy, the
Sure.
young man.
But again, that's why Thanksgiving is my favorite. Again, it's not super commercialized. There's nothing that they can really attach to it yet. As far as Thanksgiving, do you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
buy a big, huge turkey.
Yeah,
Black
Friday.
Friday,
Black Friday,
but I
yeah.
still will not subscribe.
Which is still
to,
racist. It's still racist. I hope that ends soon. I'm kidding.
or it's or it's right on time.
Why can't we
but-
have a mixed race Friday? Is what I'd like to know.
Yeah. Why
Just a
can't we
nice,
have My Girl Friday?
Yeah, just a multicultural Friday. Hey, congratulations! That's the next step, by the way, in the pussification of society.
Yeah. Where it's like, we're gonna have it for a week.
Yeah,
Because nobody can make it for just one day.
it's a
So we're gonna-
multicultural. Trump's gonna be like, nope,
Yeah.
nope. Yeah, he's gonna put an American flag back on the fucking Starbucks cups.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
I can't get into
do
this.
you-
but
Why not? Why can't we get into the?
listen, I want to leave that.
What do
for
they call?
you.
What do they call that? The holiday? I think they're calling it the holiday cups.
Holiday cups?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. They're Unity cups this year. That's their new
No,
thing.
they're holiday cups.
No, they're calling them Unity cups. So it's people joining hands and it's like it is the shape of a wreath, but it's like, oh, we're not a wreath. So like just like don't be like felt like you're like left out or whatever. Like yeah, it's such a fucking crock of shit.
My dad actually gets pissed. He's like, I have to say happy holidays
Yeah.
instead of Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know,
I'm like,
it's
Dad, I
just-
love
it's
you.
crazy.
It's
It's crazy.
true though. It's like, God, I can't keep up.
Because if you're Jewish and you came up to me and you say, hey, I'm Jewish, you'd be like, oh, great, happy Hanukkah. Do you celebrate Hanukkah? Happy Hanukkah. I would say
Like,
that.
why can't we have like a
Right.
weird,
Like Merry Christmas, great.
Yeah.
If you're black, specifically African American,
Oh my God.
but because there is people that celebrate Kwanzaa, and they said, hey man, I celebrate Kwanzaa. I'd be like, great, happy
Right.
Kwanzaa. So if
Right.
you're Starbucks, why not have just 3 cups? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Why?
3 cups and be like,
I
oh
know.
hey, I'll take a Kwanzaa cup, I'll take a Hanukkah cup, or I'll take a Merry Christmas cup. Like,
yeah. We're
you
like,
don't need
which
to
cup are you taking?
meld it into
Yeah.
the fucking one race, fucking one gender, Bruce Jenner cup. Like, I don't need that. I don't need to drink out of a Bruce Jenner cup just to feel like I'm part of the holiday spirit. So that whole thing.
Listen, let's
can
move on from this because this is a rabbit hole. But listen,
Get fuck up.
yeah, I feel like you should maybe be talking to Matt Best about this. But let's shift. Let's shift because how about we talk about this is something that I want to pass on to our son, and I think it's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's something that I've maybe learned what not to do in my family, and you've maybe learned what to do. How do you maintain a Thanksgiving buzz that takes
an all
you
day,
from
an all day buzz.
because
Yeah.
it starts early.
Starts real early. Starts real
You know,
early.
because you get up early, you're making turkey, you're whatever.
First drinks
so
are
what
9 a.m. 9 a.m.
9 a.m. But what are you?
First drinks 10 a.m.
Okay, so we're gonna. I want
paramount.
your breakdown of the day and what you should be going with.
Right. Well, here's
so
the
9 a.m. Boom. Hey, Mom, we're gonna go coffee. Obviously, just a little bit of coffee.
Yeah,
get it going. Get
the engines going. Maybe throw some Kahlua in there.
You're gonna go Kahlua.
Well, I'll tell you why. Evan and I had this conversation on an older podcast where he likes to block out one day of his year for like Christmas to get like super drunk.
Okay.
Not that I get super drunk on holidays, but I work a fucking crazy ton of hours, like you know. So there's not a lot of time to get housed. Like during the fucking
But you
week.
don't also get housed.
No,
So
it's very rare. It's very rare. Like once a year. Like Trump night, election night was probably the one night of the year where I was like wasted.
Yeah, but whatever. That was like 2 a.m. So
exactly.
I have to plan out my pacing situation, as do a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
because
maybe our son,
I don't know.
Yeah. You don't want to be at.
We've all done that.
Here's the thing: you don't want to be at Thanksgiving dinner bringing up stuff, and this is how to avoid the Thanksgiving fight, right?
Right.
So, how do you navigate through the Thanksgiving day? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Drink wise.
Yeah,
Tell me.
So you're asking what I like to do?
9 a.m. Boom. Coffee. You're doing Kahlua.
Coffee. I like a little Kahlua in there.
Sure.
A little Irish coffee.
Moving on. You're going to start
to
watch some games. You're going to start to eat.
My dad likes to make pomegranates.
Your dad's a professional, by the way.
He's a professional.
If anyone's going to learn how to go throughout the day.
Yeah, pomegranate
boom.
martinis, which is because my mom likes them.
Yes.
The ladies
They're
like
a little
them.
bit fruity, but they've got some alcohol in them.
Yeah, they've got a kick to them. They've got a nice kick
They're
to them.
really good.
So that rolls into the first noon game, which is usually the Detroit Lions. That rolls right into that nooner game where you're like, all right, awesome.
Sure.
Having a few drinks,
yes.
Buckled up. You've had some apps at this point.
Okay, so and the key also is what we're going to tell our son. So eat all
throughout
day.
the day. Let that soak in.
Whatever.
But also here's the next key.
Yeah.
2 to 2:30 p.m. kicks in.
Yes, this is
you got to take a nap. Cruise. You got to take a nap.
If you do not take a nap, you guys, it's going to be pants off at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah. You're trying to put your dick in that turkey.
Yeah. You have to nap.
Yeah,
you guys.
So you go. I usually go down 2:30 for about an hour and a half.
Sure.
Wake up somewhere in the 4-ish area. So you're kind of getting up. Detroit Lions have already been blown out at this point. You're getting up to see the end of the fourth quarter.
So have you been drinking beers? Have you been drinking pomegranate martinis? But you
can mix it in because you know that nap is coming.
Okay.
You know that nap is coming, and if you've planned that nap, you're good to go.
Okay.
4:00, boom. You start to put on your nice clothes. Start to get ready for Thanksgiving. Yes. Like, hey, I'm out of the sweats.
Yes.
I'm gonna go down and sit with a bunch of people at a nice table. We're gonna class it up.
Yes.
Then maybe switch over to something classier.
Okay.
Maybe wine.
Yes.
Wine.
I do a little
nice wine.
I do a little champers into a wine.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You can go champers into a wine. Get that nice wine going.
Okay.
Then when the big boy dinner comes around, you want to make yourself a stiff drink. Go ahead at that point. You've earned it.
When? After the dinner?
Or during the dinner, like right before you sit down. Like, great.
Okay,
I'm gonna have that
because you're gonna be stuffing your face. You're gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be really hard at that point to get drunk.
Yeah. So
go ahead, go for it. Then
that's when you really kick in the jets. It's when you really fucking go full throttle. Charlie's Angels full throttle.
Okay.
And you start then, and then you carry that through the night. Like a nice.
And let's do it. Let's do a fade out, you guys. Like, let's not. There's some people that like to do the ramp up after the dinner. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, now this is where the Bacardi 151, which we were supposed to use for a topper for the eggnog, that's going to come out. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Let's fade that out.
But look, a lot of families go hard after the kids go down. So I'm not going to.
Oh.
I'm not going to.
We should do that, maybe.
But I'm not going to throw them under the bus. I'm always so full. I'm so full because we usually throw in a movie or something.
Listen,
it's just
I would love to.
I know, but I'm too full. Now, the night before Thanksgiving It's a beautiful night to go out because you got nothing to do the next
Oh,
time.
let's do that.
Yeah. So that's remember we went to that fire thing last time.
Yeah. So we'll go out.
It was a weird costume party.
Now,
on a
Florida,
non-costume night.
Florida A1A is a little Bakersfield reminiscent for me.
There's
It's
a
very,
touch there.
it's a
There's
little,
a touch.
it's a little ghetto. It's a little biker bar by
Yeah.
the beach.
Because my parents live in an extremely nice area, and then you go down 20 miles down the road to Daytona,
and we can find the real Bakersfield.
Yeah, you can really kick things up a notch down there. It's the Myrtle. It's the Myrtle, if you will.
Let's do that.
God damn it! What do you think Myrtle Beach is like the night before Thanksgiving? I bet it just somebody gets cut. Somebody gets cut.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Many grandmas are
Myrtle
getting cut.
Beach, because look, you have a chance of getting cut at Myrtle like on a Tuesday, let alone the night before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You can get cut at Myrtle.
Emotions are running
2nd.
high.
Every night they're running high in Myrtle.
Yeah.
Every night.
But can you imagine that
is election
people,
night?
Like
every night is election night.
Because think about this. There are people that are from Myrtle in the same way that there's people that are from Bakersfield, right?
I have not met them.
So you're coming back home, right?
Yeah.
We're going back home to see the fam in Myrtle.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go out one night before Thanksgiving, catch up with the old crew, get the band back together.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Shit is going down.
Yes. So I to this point, I've got a funny story where you're like, oh yeah, I'm sure there's people from Myrtle. I've never met them.
Okay.
You haven't either.
I never have.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
We used to go. This is completely off topic. We used to go party for spring break in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Okay.
That was our hot spot.
I've heard your story.
In high school, PCB was our jam. It was crazy. Whatever, right?
Right.
So, the end of my junior year of high school, this new girl comes in to the high school. She's kind of hot, but she's kind of trashy. And you're
Am I
like,
gonna
man,
like this story or not?
Yeah, I think you will. So
carry on.
She's kind of hot, but she's kind of trashy. I'm setting the stage here.
Sure.
We can't tell.
Which makes her doubly hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
But
go
you
on.
can't tell.
Sure.
You can't tell.
Sure.
So, anyways, she
God, are you getting like embarrassed?
She comes in. No, this is so awesome. She comes into the school and we were like, "Oh, hey, where are you from?" You know, we're chatting her up or whatever.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm from Panama City." And we're like, "Whoa. No one's from Panama City. No one."
You actually live there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my, she was like, "Yeah, she lived there, grew up there, and now has moved to our school in Georgia, right?"
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh shit!" Like in a guy's mind, you're thinking, "Oh my god."
She's down for whatever.
Easiest hookup of the century.
Yeah.
So my best friend ends up hooking up with her, and he comes, they go out, comes into school next day, and we were like, "Hey, how was it? What happened? What happened with this fucking girl?"
Right.
And he goes, "Oh man, shit got weird." And I was like, "What do you mean shit got weird?" I was like,
"It got Myrtle.
Was she crazy?" Yeah. Well, I was like, "Did you get PCB crazy?" And he goes. Well, we were making out, I took her shirt off, and then she took her own bra off, and she had a large bite mark on her left breast, on her tit. And so my buddy's like, whoa. And it was like, but it was like a scar, like with a scab on it. So like,
oh, holy shit.
Yeah, it was recent. It was in the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
Of her moving here or whatever. And he was like,
okay.
Whoa. What happened? What happened here? And she was like, I like you because you're different. My last boyfriend, he bit me on the tit.
Oh my God. Run! Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
So
from Panama City or as soon as she moved to?
No, from Panama City. So this was in the moving process. Still had the scab and the scar.
Broken bird, save me now.
So I was like, what? She goes, he bit me on the tit. And I was like, oh my God. So whenever we saw this girl.
I hear you guys saying that sometimes, you and your buddies.
That's it. Yeah, that's probably the girl.
Bit me on the tit.
He bit me on the tit. He bit me on the tit. You're not like that. You're different.
You're different.
My last boyfriend bit me on the tit.
Like,
and I was just like, oh shit. So we just sit our buddy down and be like, hey man. You should probably pour the ripcord in this one. Walk away.
Holy.
Because if she's been bitten on the tit, what
yeah.
drove that to happen? What were they doing? Whenever anybody who grows up in a resort town, like,
it's probably an interesting
it's
situation.
Weird.
Yeah,
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
So that was.
Yeah. I'm from Cancun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, like.
I'm from Cancun.
I'm just.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Ricky.
Yeah.
It's like the end of Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, he bit me on the tit.
God.
Yeah.
I love that. Now well, this is weird because now I know where that little saying comes
Yeah, you're welcome.
from.
You're welcome. So you got to fill in tonight. You got to learn a little bit of my life. I got to learn a little bit about yours.
So thank you. Yeah.
And with that, this is the point in the show where we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week.
Yeah.
And this week, you since we're not going back to your parents' house for Thanksgiving, you wanted to give it to your father and your brother.
I do. Yeah, and my mom, because, I will say that it wasn't traditional. It wasn't, they didn't show me crazy, things to do, but they love the shit out of me, and I am fun at a party because of them. So I love them.
Right.
And that's
say
what
their
it's
full
all
names.
about.
Say their full names. Maybe maybe someone will run into it. Yeah. De Niro Wiseman.
And Dan Wiseman, Daniel Wiseman, and Ben Wiseman. This is my family. As crazy, as dysfunctional, as all over the place, as chaotic as they are, we love the shit out of each other. And what else can you really ask for?
That's true.
Right?
No, and to everybody out there, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. If you're listening to the show and you are on the road, travel safely. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your loved ones. Us from the Drinkin' Bros, we love you guys. Thank you for listening. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Gobble, gobble.
Oh, God.
Gobble, gobble. He bit me on the tit. He bit me on the tit.
Boom, boom, boom.
And let me hear you say, well, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Boom, 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 let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, 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 now everybody say, way-ho. I say boom, 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 now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, 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 now everybody say, way-ho. Boom, 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 let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, 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 now everybody say, way-ho. I say boom, 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 now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, 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 now everybody say, way-ho. Come on, say well. Sing along with me, guys. Boom, 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 let me hear you say, well. I say boom, 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 let everybody say, well. I say boom, 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 let me hear you say, well. I say boom, 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 let everybody say, well. Come on. Boom, boom, boom.